In this video, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to take an easy descending scale line and turn it into some of the most classic sounding country guitar vocabulary. We will start with an easy descending scale line. And then when we're done, you'll be able to improvise with your own country guitar licks that will sound something like this. So let's get to it. We will start with a simple A major scale played descending along the G string, starting from the 14th fret. But since we are playing over classic country, which uses blues forms and dominant chords, we're going to change one note of this. We're going to change the 7th, which is this G sharp on the 13th fret, and we're going to make it a G natural on the 12th fret. This allows this scale to be played over all the dominant chords that we'll be using, and it sounds like this. We will then harmonize this dominant scale in thirds. So this is the foundation of each of the lick ideas I will present in this lesson. Now we will add different embellishments around the descending third line to create classic sounding country guitar licks. We will start with the simplest, a single muted 8th note played on the D string before striking the B and G strings together. I use the pick for the D string and my middle and ring fingers for the B and G strings. I'm also using both hands to create the muted sound you will hear on the D string. The picking hand mutes like your normal palm muting technique, while the unused fingers of my fretting hand further mute the string to get the quick percussive sound we are looking for. I will now play the example. The second lick expands on the muted string idea, but this time uses 3 16th note triplets before striking each third. If you've heard just about any famous country guitarist, this sound should be very familiar. The third example is a pull-off idea that is often found in Brad Paisley's playing. Here we will play a pull-off to the open G and B strings for each third. While practiced slowly, you might pick up on how in certain keys the open strings can clash with the notes of the backing changes. This is okay though, because when played at full tempo, the open strings are often going by so fast that the listener's ears don't fully pick up on these dissonances. So with that, here comes lick 3. The final idea of this lesson adds a little steel guitar sound to your descending thirds using prebends. We will strike each third once normally, and then a second time using a prebend on the note of the G string. We will bend each note up to the scale tone above the fretted note, and then release back down to the original pitch. These bends sound something like this. So with that, here comes the full exercise. So that's the 4 simple ways to turn an easy descending scale line into country guitar phrases. Once you have these exercises down, there are a lot we can still do to expand on these phrases. For one, you can apply these licks to different keys. I would start with the keys D and E, because once you have these 2 other keys down, you have a complete 12-bar blues in the key of A, which allows you to solo over many classic country songs. So applying these to the key of D, we would probably start around the 7th fret and play the same kind of licks. Or doing the key of E, you do the same thing but on the 9th fret. It's also a good idea to practice these phrases ascending and starting from different places on the fretboard, because this will allow you to smoothly transition between chords without having to jump around all over the fretboard. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments, and other than that, thanks for watching.